Now, unfortunately, I was on vacation the week after Friday Night Lights, so and you were busy, and I was we're both very busy, so it was hard to get this interview done any sooner. But it's been about a couple weeks now that Florida's gotten two commitments out of this camp, in James Houston and Adarius Lemons. Can you talk a little bit about the kinds of interactions you had with them, either at this camp or before or since then, and what you think they bring to the table?
Right. I was talking to Darius Lemons in the indoor facility before Friday Night Lights, and really nice kid. And I was talking, I was like, man, you gotta make that move. And he's like, just chill, Jake, just chill. And we talked the rest of the night. All the coaches went up and said what's up, made sure he knew that we wanted him badly. And that was really it, because I wasn't with the running backs in the swamp when we were throwing. I was with the receiver, so I didn't have much interaction with him. But James Houston, I know him personally. He goes to Heritage, Plantation Heritage, which is right by my school. So I've known him for a little bit. James is a stud, and we're definitely lucky to have him. I didn't really have to get in his ear. I knew he did that on his own, and I'm really glad to have him. Well, to the family.
That's awesome, man. Gotta throw in a quick aside. My younger cousin plays football with his little brother, so that could be
really?
something. Yeah, his name's Mason.
Wow.
He's I think he's
Wow.
8, 9 years old. So yeah, he lives right there, and he's over at his house every now and then, and he says he's a really funny dude. So that's awesome. That's awesome.
Good stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome that you know him personally. So moving on now, you talked about Coach Mack and Coach Nuss as your recruiters, and you should, because they're the offensive minds of the team. But can you talk a little bit about your thoughts about defensive coordinator Jeff Collins and what he was like at the camp and what you think of him as a recruiter?
Oh, yeah, he's a really funny guy. I always like him. Whenever I see Coach Collins, I say what's up, even though, I'm going to be going against him every day in practice. But, he's a really awesome guy, really funny. And, he's different. He's, I really like him. He always has a Mountain Dew in his hand. It's just kind of funny. But Coach Collins is a really funny guy. And he definitely, I definitely believe in his schemes and what he's running there for the defense, because I think it showed. But overall, he's, really a fun guy and, cool guy to be around.
What do you think about Florida's ability to get commits of other schools in for Friday Night Light camps?
You're talking about like different commits.
Yeah, like Adarius Lemons committed to UNC. There's a couple guys committed to Miami who came. Alex Leatherwood committed to Alabama.
No, I think just selling. Come see the swamp at night and just come hang out and see Gainesville and just definitely it's big to get some of those guys, because realistically you're gonna have to flip some guys, and we needed Adarius, and we went out and we got him. So it's definitely super important to have those guys there and try to flip them.
I'm not going to ask exactly what your pitch is to different guys. First of all, I think it varies. I mean, you can correct me if I'm wrong. I think it varies depending on who the player is.
Definitely.
And I don't really know that everyone in the public should know every word you say to everyone. But could you just talk a little bit about the main message you try to convey to other recruits about why they should play for Florida?
Right. Usually, the in-state guys, I'm preaching them stay home, stay close to home, and just, ball out in front of your family. That's really what I preach to those in-state guys. And, out-of-state guys, it's harder. You got to find different things about them, because you have to find what they like, and Florida offers, something they like. You got to make sure they know about it, because some recruits may not know, what they want, and if they know what they want, and they don't, they don't know if the university has it. I want to make sure they know it. So overall, just I gotta find different things about guys, and once I find them out, I preach it to them, and I make sure I get them.
Similar question. Does your recruiting pitch differ for guys committed to other schools than they do from undeclared guys?
No, not necessarily. It depends on what school they're committed to. Yeah, so that doesn't really affect where I'm going to go at. Because, I know if I'm committed in another school coming at me, I would not want that school to trash the school I'm at. So I don't like to trash the school that the player's committed to. That's definitely one of the biggest things.
Fair enough. A couple more questions, Jake. First, sort of a follow-up to that. How much negative recruiting or anti-Florida recruiting have you encountered throughout your recruitment process?
A couple of schools. Look how many quarterbacks they have. Blah blah blah. That's the University of Florida has. A quarterback is too much, and you can't go there and play. And a couple of coaches will tell me that, and just tune them out, and I don't even hear them, don't even answer them, and that's really it.
In the last couple months, Florida's gotten commitments from Elijah Blades, Marco Wilson, Darius Lemons, James Houston. They've also lost out on guys like Jerry Jeudy to Alabama, Latavius Briney to Georgia. In your honest opinion, who do you think Florida needs to land in order to secure what most people, and I include you in that, would consider a good class in February?
I got to think about that. I'm thinking, I really want Mike Harley, the receiver at St. Thomas. I really want him in the class. I think we get a couple of linemen. That'll definitely be cool. Not too sure about that. Maybe another DB. But definitely, a couple of elite tackles, offensive tackles, and maybe a DB or two. But definitely Mike Harley. And but overall, I think we need an O-lineman in this class.
All right, we're going to finish up by playing a little hot seat with you. I'm going to ask you some questions, and you answer pretty much as fast as you can. I know it's hard for you to be really binary in situations like this, but I'm going to ask you to try, all right?
Okay, I gotcha.
All right, one guy you think Florida will flip going forward?
One guy I want is Alex Leatherwood from Alabama. I'm not sure if we can get him, but that's one guy I want.
Well, okay, I was going to ask you next. The next question I was going to ask you is, who do you want to flip? One guy.
There you go, Alex Leatherwood.
Okay. Who do you think, other than yourself, is the most important recruit in this class?
I like a Darius Lemons.
Okay. Who is the one guy that's not committed anywhere that you think Florida will land?
Oh shoot, I gotta think about that. I don't even know. There's so many guys. I'm trying to think. That is not committed.
That is not committed. Undeclared.
Shoot. I don't even know. I couldn't. I'm trying to. I don't know.
Give me something, Jake.
I'm thinking. I want Mike Harley. He's committed. That's my guy right now. That's one guy I'm going out hard and making sure the staff. I'm kind of in. That's the thing, though. I'm kind of in season mode. I'm not in. University of Florida recruiting mode. That's football started and. I got a big season coming up, but I'm not really. I'm focused on my guys, and Mike Harley's on the top of my list.
Best recruiting tactic that you have encountered from a Florida coach?
Recruiting like what they did to
you. Recruiting you.
Just making sure I feel comfortable. Overall, just talking to me and making sure call my mom, making sure my family's comfortable. Definitely, going through my family and making sure my family's comfortable, because if my family's comfortable, then, I'm definitely comfortable.
Best friend you have made on the recruiting trail, coach or player?
Well, definitely going to go with Coach Nass. I really get along with Coach Nass really well.
Okay, I was going to ask the other one. If you picked a coach, I was going to go player. If you picked a player, I was going to go coach. So, best friend you've made in terms of other recruits?
Overall, like Florida recruits, or just
overall recruits? No, anyone. Not including your teammates at St. Thomas Aquinas.
Okay, Mac Jones and I get along really well. The Bama quarterback commit, and also to Tagovailoa, both of the Alabama commits. I really get along with those guys.
How good do you think the class will be? And I know that's a very vague question, but I want to see where you go with this.
All right, no, I think the class could be really good. I definitely think it'd be a top 10, top 5 class. So, just need to keep moving forward, and, they need to have a good year to show the recruits, and I think we will.
Last question, Jake. What is the best tactic that you think you use with other recruits?
Just being able to talk to them, just being comfortable and showing my confidence and making sure they know I'm confident in the program. Because if they see a guy that's not too confident, then why would they?
Grind never stops in recruiting, huh?
There you go.
All right, Jake, thank you so much. It's been a pleasure as always. Best of luck to you going forward this coming year. I'll definitely be keeping tabs on you. We got a preview coming out of the season with you and one of my other writers, Neil W. Blackman, so folks, keep your eyes out for that. Jake, thank you, man.
Awesome. You're welcome. I'll see you later.